Good morning, humans! So, I don't know if any of you have the same phenomenon going on Pinterest that I do lately, but every time I happen to look at my Pinterest, I see hordes of pins for bullet journals. I was scrolling through Pinterest one day looking for, I don't remember what I was looking for, but I'm scrolling through and it was like, how to start a bullet journal ideas, bullet journal this, bullet journal that, and I was like, what in the hell is a bullet journal? And is confused. So I clicked on one of the pins, and the one that I clicked on happened to be almost like a planner on steroids. It was a mixture of different goals, a monthly planner, a weekly planner, like a money savings tracker, a couple different things. So the more I looked into bullet journals, the more I started thinking about my personal need to write things down. For those of you who know me, I am the to-do list queen. Let's see. I have a grocery list. I have a vlog ideas list. My notebook's in my purse, but I have another grocery list there. I have to-do lists for a couple days in that notebook. I am the queen of lists. Guys, you have no idea. I actually had one night where I had so many ideas, so many thoughts running through my head that I actually had to get up and spend like 15 minutes writing down everything that was in my head, kind of organize it into to-do lists or things that, were like goals. So I just had to get it all onto a piece of paper and out of my head. So I was looking at these bullet journal things, and I decided to start one. So I have a separate planner, so mine's not the planner on steroids package. So like this is my planner, just a really big 8.5 by 11. I've got all of my note clips and stuff in here. I've got my weekly and then the monthly, and I have enough information in here to make my head, spin. So that's my planner. I have my little notes about like classes and homework and due dates and forensics and all kinds of other stuff in my planner. My bullet journal is a little more of my goals for 2017. This is my bullet journal. It's kind of small, but it works for me. So my first section is monthly goals. So goals for January, February, March. I don't have much in them yet. We're halfway through January, so I'm still kind of figuring out different things that I want to get done, especially once school starts. But I have, a couple different things. I have some savings goals that I want to save a specific amount of money and put it for a specific, bill or specific payment that I have to make sure that I'm actually making those payments and not, running short on money and not owing people more money than I should. The first couple months have those same savings goals in them just because I have deadlines, like I have to make an apartment payment come May. So I have goals to save a specific amount each month in order to make that payment. But other than that, the rest of the monthly goals are blank. And that's because at the end of like January, I want to sit down and look at February and think about, well, how am I doing in school? How am I doing in forensics? How am I doing money-wise? And then any other goals that I might have, and that's how I want to formulate those goals. The next section is just kind of little ideas of things that I want to do or try. So I have like a books to read section. This will be a lot longer when I find the list of books that I want to read that I already started and put somewhere else. Organization. Like I have books that I want to read, different documentaries that I want to watch. That sounds really nerdy. Documentaries. Oops. Places that I want to go or visit, and then like recipes I want to try. Vegan mac and cheese pizza is first on the list. Will brought that up the other day, so we're going to try that one. I'll let you know how it goes. And then I have just a couple extra pages that I left blank for that section, just in case I think of some other stuff that I want to do or try. My third section so far is my Get Fit section. So if you guys have seen my journey so far video, I started this kind of health and fitness journey last September. I started running in like November, December. I started lifting weights with Will. And so I'm learning a lot more about cardio and weightlifting. So I'm learning a lot about my capabilities and what I want to do with my health and fitness journey. So I have this section so that like I can weigh in and write down like my body fat percentage and my muscle percentage. I have this really nice scale that from all the research that I've done and all the people I've talked to is very accurate. It'll tell you your body water percentage, your body fat percentage, your muscle percentage, as well as your weight and stuff. So I want to write that down, and you know, at the end of a month or two, or even at the end of the year, I want to be able to sit down and see all the progress, watch that body fat percentage come down and watch the muscle percentage come up. So for me, it's not necessarily a journey about losing weight anymore. It's about turning fat into muscle. That is currently that goal, and that has a couple pages in here that I can track that on. My last section as of right now is an income versus expense section. I found that last year I was spending a lot of money on really miscellaneous stuff. I was able to do a lot, go a lot of different places. Like Will and I went up to the Dells, and then we went out to Boston and did a lot of really fun stuff last summer. But I ended up broke! Oops! So I made this section. Again, it's a monthly thing, so, you know, like for February, right now it's blank. Do you know how long it took me to use a ruler and make all these pretty lines? Guys, I really want this to be nice and pretty and organized, but this took me forever. So I want to write down, like, income that I get, money from working, or, you know, if somebody owed me money. No one owes me money, who am I kidding? But just, you know, the different income that I get and total that, and then expenses that I spend money on and total that. I actually have a really nice app on my phone that can help me track all of my expenses. It's that little jar with the money sign in it. And so I have different expense categories. I can list all of my accounts on it, my checking, my savings, the savings account that I have for tuition money, that kind of stuff. So I can track all of that, and then when I, you know, pay something out of my checking account, I can categorize it. So like if my car goes to the garage, my lighting got really weird for a second. Ooh, what are we doing? Anywho, so if my car goes to the garage, it'll go under like car expenses, or if I, you know, get gas, why can't you see that? I don't know what my technology's doing. It'll go under gas. I can, you know, like track utilities and rent, you know, entertainment, coffee. I have a section just for coffee because I have a problem. This coffee I made myself. I didn't pay for this one. But so this app is actually really helpful because then it'll actually give me a graph. So like right now I have this fancy graph. It'll categorize all of the different things that I spend my money on, and then I can record like groceries as a section from this chart and coffee as a section from this chart, and then look at my income versus expenses and how much money I made versus how much I spent. And that's really going to help me because I can see what I'm spending the most money on and see if that's something I can cut down on. It'll help me track, you know, if I spent a lot of money in one month, I need to spend less the next month to be able to make all the payments that I have to do. And then, you know, from there I can work with my budget that way. And then after that, there's nothing else in my bullet journal right now. I have a couple ideas that I haven't necessarily figured out how to organize and put in here yet, but I have a couple more ideas as to what I want to do with the bullet journal. If you guys have a bullet journal and have any ideas for me, comment below, share your pictures of your bullet journal with me, follow me on Instagram and tag me in your bullet journal pictures, or at GypsyWarriorStyle on Instagram. Share with me everything that you're doing and give me ideas for, you know, things that maybe you're tracking progress for that you think I could really benefit from. Maybe my notebook hopefully gave you a couple ideas. Comment below, like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys next week on GypsyWarriorStyle.